What's up, guys? It's B Wade. Basketball is back. We have a full slate of games for Thursday. I've been looking through these games for a few days now, and I found 6 picks that I really want to walk you guys through and show you why I'm going to be betting on them. I'm also giving away 80% off on my VIP right now. We just went 3-0 yesterday on the college games that I gave out. Even with no NBA or NHL, we continue to make money. 80% off. All you have to do is use code NBA. There's a link down below in the description. Also giving away a signed SGA jersey on this channel. I'll tell you more about that later in the video. But I really want to walk you guys through the data and the analysis I've done for these 6 picks. So I'm just going to jump right into it for you. So I'm starting with Wemby over 11.5 rebounds. And look, you'll see he's been hitting it more recently, but he's still only hitting this 43% of the time. When we look at the last 20, it's at 55%. The last 10, he's hit it in 6 out of the last 10. But what I'm really zeroing in here is Phoenix. They are not a good rebounding defense. They give up the 6th most in the NBA. And when you look at the center position, they give up the 2nd most rebounds allowed. They're giving up over 14 rebounds a game to centers. When we look at how Wemby's played against them, they only have 1 game this year, but he pulled down 13 rebounds in that game. These games were all last season where he was playing a different amount of minutes. He was just a different player. This is his 2nd year. He's really grown a lot. And so the fact that he's went over this year against them, he's hit it 6 out of 10 games in the last 10. That's not super convincing for me, but really it's the fact that Phoenix is up the 2nd most rebounds to centers. Love this pick. Lock this in. And then I'm pairing this up with Tyrese Maxey over 26.5. Y'all, he is absolutely cooking. When we go down, let's see how many in a row. So he hit this 18 games in a row, and then his last game before the All-Star break, he just could not hit the broadside of a barn. He went 1 for 9 from the field. The Sixers lost to Toronto. That was just a terrible game. But Maxey did not make the All-Star game this year, so he's had this whole break to relax, let his body recuperate. He didn't have to go and do any of that dumb shit, and I think he's going to be better for it. You can see players with his style have hit this line 6 out of 10 times against the Celtics. So the Celtics being the defense isn't really for or against us, but he's hit this in both games against them this year, dropping 33 and 34. Love this pick. Lock this in. You'll see that slip on the screen here. I put this in on Underdog, and we're getting 2.7x for this. I really could only get this on Underdog. When I looked anywhere else, his line was at 12. I really wanted to get this at 11.5, and so we're taking a little bit of a lower payout, 2.7 instead of 3, but I feel way better getting Wemby at 11.5 instead of 12. Guys, Underdog has some of the best lines. They have more props than anybody else. It is the most robust fantasy app. They also have a ton of payout boosts. I was getting 50, 77, tons of payout boosts right before the All-Star break on Underdog. You really should have it if you're doing a lot of these fantasy slips. They'll double your first deposit up to $1,000. All you have to do is use code BWADE or use the link down below in the description, but you really need to check out Underdog, and it should be one of the tools in your arsenal. Looking at the signed SGA jersey, it'll be the 4th autograph jersey I'm giving away. I am doing a giveaway at the end of every month, and all you have to do to be entered is subscribe to my channel, like this video, and drop a comment down below. Future MVP of this league, guys, and I'm giving away his autograph jersey for free. All right, let's continue. Let's get into these next picks. All right, Caris LeVert over 20.5 PRA. So first off, we're getting this at over 20 PRA. We're getting rid of the hook on the app that I put this in on, but this might be my favorite pick of Thursday. Y'all, so he got traded to the Hawks. He's played 3 games with them, right? And in his first game, he only played 15 minutes. He was they were just getting him into the mix of things. And then his last 2 games, he played 32 and 35 minutes. So 35 minutes was an OT game, so I'd expect probably more in the 30 to 33 minute range. But he's getting a lot more playing time. He still came off the bench. Mo Gay was the starter, but Caris LeVert came in and played way more minutes than him. Mo Gay was playing less than 20 minutes in both of these games. And Caris LeVert went for over 30 minutes. So he's getting a ton of playing time in this lineup. He just played the Magic 2 games ago, and he still dropped 28 PRA on them. I know the Magic is a solid defense. You look overall, they're ranked 2nd in points, rebounds, and assists. When we look at the shooting guard position, they do give up a bit more points and rebounds to shooting guards. That's not their strongest defensive position. But for me, it's Caris LeVert in this new offense and him really clicking in it. They like him. He's getting playing time. He's getting looks. You look at his last 2 games when he got actual playing time with the Hawks, guys, he absolutely cooked. This line's too low. It's going to continue to go up as he gets more playing time and continues to put up these numbers like he did the last 2. Lock in LeVert over PRA. And then Karl-Anthony Towns over 39.5 points and rebounds. So this is another one where you look, and at the surface, he's only hit this 43% of the games this year, right? He's doing, you know, the last 10, 40%, the last 20% games, 50%. So this isn't a trend type pick. What this is the fact that Chicago gets, just defensively, they're horrendous, right? Points and rebounds, they are second to last in the NBA. They have the second most points and the second most rebounds. When we look at the center position, still giving up a ton of points. They got a little bit better at rebounding, but still not good. And when you look head to head, it shows, right? These are the 2 games this year that Cats played against Chicago, and he dropped 56 and 60 points and rebounds. He's covered this just with points, right? 46 and 44 points in his 2 games against Chicago this year. Love this line, guys. Lock this one in as well. And I put this in on Dabble because we're getting the Caris LeVert line at 20. Dabble has, we're going to get 3x for it. Dabble has some really good lines, as you can see by this Caris LeVert. And I'm splitting all these picks up into different apps because I'm making sure we're getting the best line for each pick. I do that every time. I shop around. I make sure I get the best lines. And so you want to have multiple apps so that you can do that. Dabble's just going to give you $10 for free when you sign up. Just use BWadePicks as your code or use the link below in the description, but no deposit required. You just create an account, use my code, and they will put $10 in your account to play with. You can put this pick in for free, and when it hits, you'll get $30. So sign up with Dabble, take advantage of that. And now I'm going to jump into these last 2 picks. Guys, Steph Castle is a dog. We are taking his over on PRA. This kid is so much fun to watch. He is going to be a star in this league. Going over 18.5 PRA. He's hit this in 9 out of his last 10 games. Right? He's only missed it once. Going up against Phoenix here. Phoenix defensively is pretty soft. You look in general, 20th in points, 24th in rebounds, 14th in assists, which is decent. And then when you look at the point guard position, they are, you know, bottom 6, bottom 5 in points and rebounds allowed, and then average at assists. But I love this pick, guys. Stephon Castle is going to continue to get better as this season progresses. You look head to head, he's played him once. He dropped 20 on him. But that game was back in December. Yeah, December 3rd. So that's all the way back here. And now he's in another streak where he's hit this 9 out of 10 games. We look at his minutes and consistently getting above 20 minutes in the 20 to 30 range. I really like this pick, and I'm pairing this up where we're fading Okongwu. His rebounds and assists is at 13.5, going up against Orlando, guys, which we already covered. One of the best defenses in the league, second in rebounds and assists. And then when we look at how they defend centers, they are number 1 in the league for rebounds and assists allowed to centers. The best team in the league for both those stat categories against his position. And when you look head to head, he hasn't even come close to this historically ever against Orlando. His minutes have gone up a little bit. I always want to show you guys both sides of the coin, right? Atlanta's thin at the big man position. And so he's been getting in the 26 to 30 minute range really consistently over the last 15 to 20 games. I still don't think that's going to be enough for him to get over this number against Orlando. So I am fading him on this. And I put this in on PrizePicks. We're getting 3x for it, pretty standard. But PrizePicks is one of my favorite fantasy apps because of all the promos they give us. I'm not able to take advantage of them on the picks I give you guys usually because I put the videos together the night before. But the day of, they give us usually anywhere between 2 and 4 free picks every week. You see them on the screen. These are the type of free picks we get. And then multiple discounted picks every day. Multiple discounts every day, guys. It's like Taco Tuesday every day on PrizePicks. I make $60 to $90 every day just by taking advantage of the promos that they give us on there. This is an app that you need to have. You need to be taking advantage of these promos that they give out. They also will double your first deposit up to $250 when you use code BWP. You can also just use the link down below in the description, but this is a great app, guys. A tool that I use to make sure that I am getting the best line on each fantasy app and that I'm putting in plus EV picks is Daily Grind Fantasy, dgfantasy.com. They aggregate millions of data points and they help you to know that you're getting the best line for each pick you're taking. You can also go on there and take advantage of esports picks. I put in a ton of plus EV esports picks every day. I made over $8,000 in 2024 just by using Daily Grind. They'll give you 25% off when you use code BWADE, but that is a great tool if you like making money, guys. Check it out, dgfantasy.com. Don't forget to check out my VIP picks. Like I said, we went 3-0 yesterday in college basketball. We make money over time. You're going to get 80% off right now when you use code NBA. Like, subscribe, drop a comment so you can be entered to win that SGA jersey, and let's make some fucking money. Basketball's back.